on the air.
Welcome back, friends, to Studio Classroom on the air. My name is Anne-Marie, and today is a great day to continue to learn more about paintball. Gabe, I see you're still wearing...
4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is recording.
Please stand by.
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome back, friends, to Studio Classroom on the air. My name is Anne-Marie, and today is a great day to continue to learn more about paintball. Gabe, I see you're still wearing your bandana from Capture the Flag yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like you forgot yours. Well, actually, it's right here. Here you go, Anne-Marie.
Oh, am I supposed to put this on again?
Yes, teamwork and cooperation, remember?
Okay, sure, fine. But just for the rest of this lesson.
You only want to be cooperative for this paintball lesson?
No, I only want to wear a bandana for the paintball lesson.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Thanks for being a team player.
Speaking of being a team player, you know we have 3 more points in our lesson about how paintball is great for building friendships.
That's right. And we have a special guest joining us at the end of our program today. You won't want to miss that.
Well, what are we waiting for? Take out your magazines and let's begin.
Paintball. It improves communication. Communication is an important part of paintball. If you have a winning strategy, tell your teammates. If you've been hit or you need someone to cover you, tell them that too. New obstacles always appear during a game, so stay connected with your team. The winning team is the one that works together and communicates well. It's leadership training. Good leaders need to think on their feet and stay calm in all circumstances.
Hello everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 今天我们先来看名词 obstacle。obstacle 的意思是阻碍或是障碍。我们来看例句。Jonathan didn't realize he would encounter this many obstacles during his first month at work. Jonathan 没有想到他上班的第1个月就遇到这么多的阻碍。或是 In this race, each player will have to get through 10 different obstacles as quickly as possible. 在这场比赛里，每一位参赛者必须用最快的速度越过10种不同障碍。还有一句 Richard always treats obstacles as learning opportunities. Richard 总是把阻碍当成学习机会。好，我们来看下一个字 circumstance。Circumstance 是一个名词，意思是情形或是情况。来看例句 The police are puzzled by the case, and the circumstances surrounding it seem very mysterious. 警方对那一件案子感到困惑，而那件案子的相关周围情况也都很诡异。或是 Because of unforeseen circumstances, our family vacation had to be cancelled. 因为一些未能预测的状况，我们全家的家族旅游计划就被取消了。再来一句 Under those difficult circumstances, most people would have quit, but not Jeffrey. 在那种艰难的状况下，大部分的人早就放弃了，但是 Jeffrey 却没有。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Okay, friends, are you ready to learn about some ways that paintball can help build friendships? Let's get right into our text. Number 1, It says it improves communication. Communication is an important part of paintball.
That's right. Sometimes people say communication is key, not only when it comes to sports like paintball or a game. I think in many aspects of life, it's really important to communicate.
That's true. Communication is an important part of any relationship, and especially when you're playing games, like our lesson says here, if you have a winning strategy, tell your teammates. If you don't communicate it, how will they know?
Exactly. You know what this also makes me think of, though, is the sport volleyball. Have you ever played volleyball, Anne-Marie?
A few times. I am not very good at it.
Yeah, in sports like that, when the ball is going up in the air and you're not sure who should hit it, sometimes people say, mine, to let the rest of the teammates know, okay, I've got this, I'm going to be the one to go after the ball right now. That's just one way or kind of communicating during a sport.
Well, that kind of puts a lot of pressure on yourself, though. If you say that you have it, you better have it, right?
Well, exactly, but I think by shouting mine, you prevent an accident from happening.
That makes
so
sense.
You're not going to bump heads with somebody else by going for the ball at the same time.
I see. Well, we have another phrase here in this sentence, and that is the phrase winning strategy.
That's
Can we talk
right.
about that for a minute?
A winning strategy is a strategy that you have that basically will let you win or help you win.
I've heard this used in areas other than games before, too. For example, if a student is struggling in school, maybe the student and the teacher will come up with a winning strategy to help that student get their grades up.
And that's why it's so important to have teachers who really care about students in your classrooms, right? Because every student is different. Something that might help one student won't help somebody else. So you have to try to figure out what strategy will help each student do their best.
That's right. Let's read on here, friends. If you've been hit or you need someone to cover you, tell them that too. New obstacles always appear during a game.
Now, yesterday we did talk about the phrase to take cover, right? Or
We did.
To take cover and then to watch each other's backs.
Right.
So it's all kind of the idea of protecting your teammates during the game.
That is very true. And we also have a phrase here that says obstacles always appear.
Yeah, okay, so obstacles. We also talked about overcoming difficulties yesterday. We could have said overcoming obstacles in life, right? Or in a game, there might be obstacles. That means it's something that is hindering you or stopping you from achieving your goal.
There's another way to say this sentence as well. Our text says obstacles always appear. We could also say obstacles always come up. Or we could even say problems arise. All those phrases mean about the same thing.
That's right, problems arise. That's a great phrase for you to know, friends, okay? So problems arise in life, and of course, obstacles can appear in a game as well. So stay connected with your team. Now, is there a difference between staying connected with and staying connected to? Often the phrase staying connected to something or a group of people is kind of implies something physical, right? You're staying connected to somebody. However, staying connected with somebody implies more about the relationship.
Oh, that's a good point. I think in this instance, you really could use either word.
Yeah.
And it would be grammatically correct. But maybe with was chosen to show that feel of teamwork. more.
Exactly. You're not always like, I don't know, covering each other by touching each other's backs or anything
Right.
that, but you are connected and communicating very well. We read, the winning team is the one that works together and communicates well, of course.
Let's jump down here to it's leadership training. That's our next point of how paintball builds friendships. Good leaders need to think on their feet and stay calm in all circumstances.
Think on your feet. That's a great phrase. It means to react to events decisively or effectively without previously having thought about it.
That is very true. And there's some other ways we could say think on your feet too, isn't there?
Well, yeah, you want to think on your feet. Sometimes you might not have the confidence at first. A leader might not have the confidence at first. You might need to fake it till you make it.
Oh.
If you're not sure what that means, friends, we have an old classic Sing It Out song from a few years ago that we'd like to share with you right now.
All that you have to do is try. Fake it till you make it. One day we will be flying in the sky.
that down for a minute. What does it mean to fake it till you make it? You know, sometimes you might not be confident. You need to act confident even though you're really nervous on the inside. But if you act confident for long enough, you will actually become confident. That's called faking it till you make it. But Ben, what about this other phrase, one day we'll be flying in the sky?
Well, just like birds fly in the sky, we say that if you're successful, you're doing a really good job.
Nice.
Yeah, you're like going really high like a bird, you know?
So why don't you sing that with us? Here we go.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Sometimes all that you have to do is try.
That's right.
Fake it till you make it. One day we will be flying in the sky. Fake it till you make it. You don't need to worry, please don't cry. Fake it till you make it. One day we will be flying in the sky. One day we will be flying in the sky. One day you will be flying in the sky.
Hey, we made it.
We did.
Did we fake it till we make it?
Honey? Honey?
Yeah?
Honey, could you please put down the remote? I want to talk to you. It's important.
Okay, I'm listening. What is it?
Well, dear, I've been thinking about communication. It's really important for couples to communicate.
Communicate? You mean that we should talk to each other?
Yes, it's important to have meaningful conversations. That's what communication is all about.
Oh, I see.
We should let each other know how we think and how we feel.
Well, I guess.
We should communicate. We should share our feelings, talk about all kinds of things. That's communication.
You know, honey, maybe you're right. Communication can be a wonderful thing. Let's communicate more.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you agree.
Now, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I guess not.
Good. Then I'm just going to finish this show. It's getting exciting.
Studio Classroom is on the air.
We are back from the break, friends, and we're ready to get going on the second half of our lesson today.
But before we do that, can I ask you a question, Gabe?
Okay.
Do you know how to use the word circumstances? Jack taught it to us earlier in the language lab.
I sure do. Given the circumstance, I think it's best that we begin our lesson right away.
What circumstance?
Well, we only have so much time, so let's continue right now.
Paintball. Leading a paintball team is a fun way to practice these skills. When you lead a team, you direct the members and help them work together. It's a fun way to relax. This is a social game that gives people a chance to unwind. This exciting activity is good exercise, and it's a great way to relieve stress while having fun. Paintball isn't all about athletic ability. The game is also about using your wits and good teamwork. So call your friends and go give it a try.
我们要看的下一个字是动词 unwind。unwind 的意思是放松。譬如说 After a long day at work, Jerry just wants to go home and unwind. 工作一整天后 Jerry 就是想回家放松。或是 Exercising at the gym helps Charlie unwind. Charlie 到健身房运动可以帮助他放松。To unwind 也有把卷起来的东西松开或是张开的意思。例如 Mrs. Walkers asked her granddaughter to help her unwind a ball of yarn. Walker 太太请孙女帮她把毛线球松开。最后我们来看名词 wit。wit 的意思是风趣。例如 Devin has a lot of wit and he is always saying funny things. Devin 很风趣，他常常会说一些很好笑的事。如果一个人讲话很风趣，我们可以用 wit 来指这样的人。例如 Abe is quiet and doesn't talk a lot, but his brother is a wit and a clown. Abe 很斯文，而且话不多，但是他的弟弟讲话很风趣，又很爱搞笑。Wit 还有机智的意思，通常都以复数形态出现，后面要加 s。例如 The spy had to rely on his wits to escape his enemies and find a safe place to hide. 密探靠他的机智来躲开敌人，并要找一个安全的地方躲起来。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Thanks, Jack. Friends, let's go to the next section here. It's a fun way to relax. This is a social game that gives people a chance to unwind. If you give someone a chance to do something, that means you let them have the opportunity to do it.
That's right, and we continue reading here. It says this exciting activity is good exercise, and it's a great way to relieve stress while having fun.
Interesting. When I'm playing paintball, it's not the most relaxing activity, but this is a great phrase for you to know to relieve stress. That is something that makes you have less stress or you don't feel it as intensely.
Well, everyone usually relieves stress in different ways. What's one way that you relieve stress, Gabe?
Oh man, well I've shared before, I love playing drums. You know, I do that to improve my musical abilities, but also to unwind at the end of the day, which is a way of relieving stress.
All right, good point. And let's finish out here. Paintball isn't all about athletic ability. This game is also about using your wits and good teamwork. So call your friends and go give it a try. Let's take a minute to look at that phrase, using your wits.
All
Have you
right.
ever had to use your wits before, friends?
Yes, and this is such a great phrase. This means you're using your intelligence or your knowledge or your wisdom or cleverness in some way to solve a problem.
Sometimes on a game show or maybe a sporting event, you might hear the announcer say, oh, this game is going to test the challenger's wits.
Okay, and maybe you've heard the phrase, I'm at my wits' end. That means I'm not sure how to proceed and how to solve this problem. I'm at my wits' end.
Great point. Well, friends, right now we have something new for you to learn in the Info Cloud.
Welcome to InfoCloud. Learning English doesn't have to be stressful. It can be fun.
Yes. So today we want you to kick back and relax while you learn this new phrase.
I think most people know what the word relax means. How do you like to relax, Andrea?
I like to take a long walk or listen to my favorite music. What about you?
Well, if I really want to relax, I'd like to kick back and put my feet up in a massage chair.
Now that does sound great. What does it mean to kick back?
We're not talking about kicking anything here. It's not usually very relaxing.
But when we say kick back, it means you put your feet up.
Isn't that more like kicking forward?
Maybe, but we use this phrase kick back to describe taking it easy. Esther isn't planning to do much after retirement. She just wants to kick back and enjoy life.
We can also say sit back or lie back and relax in similar situations.
So whether you're on the go or kicking back today, don't forget to learn this phrase, kick back and relax.
当一个人很累，想要放松一下，什么事情都不做，西方人最常用的表达方式之一就是 kick back and relax. 例如 I am so tired that I just want to kick back and relax. 有关 kick back 的来源众说纷纭，但是一般来说 kick back 有翘个二郎腿放轻松的含义。除了 kick back 之外，你还可以用 sit back and relax 或 lie back and relax 来形容相同的意思。sit back 就是背部靠着椅背坐下来，腰杆不必挺直，用最舒服的方式坐下。而 lie back 基本上就是躺到后面的意思，这些都是相当舒服的动作，不必出力。这就是今天的 Info Cloud， 我们下次云端见。
Well, friends, we've spent the last few days reading our article called Paintball, and right now we have a very special guest with us, the writer of our lesson, David.
Woohoo!
Thank you for joining us.
It's wonderful to be here. Thanks so much for having me on the show.
Okay, well, David, we have a few questions we wanted to discuss with you today. In your lesson, you talk about how paintball is a great way to build friendships. Can you tell us about some of the friendships that you've made through paintball?
Well, the first time I went to play paintball was at a friend's birthday party. His girlfriend organized a little kind of paintball birthday party for him at a place here in Taipei. So I went with him, and we played a few games, but one of them was a sort of capture the flag style kind of thing. So we had different teams, and so we had different people who had different strategies of how we were going to win the game, right? And so we had to find we had different ways of seeing the best way to win. So we had to kind of like say, okay, well, we'll try your idea, and if it doesn't work, okay, it's fine, we'll try my idea, And so it helped us to find ways it helped us to build teamwork. It was,
It sounds like you had to learn how to work together.
Exactly, yeah. We had to learn how to work together. We had to learn how to respect one another's opinions and different ways of thinking about the best way to do something. And that really helped our friendships, I think.
Well, the lesson does talk about building teams and team building, I guess. But I noticed you also wrote something about how paintball can help you relax. Did you really find that it was relaxing? Because the last time I played paintball, David, I mean, we played different kinds, like capture the flag or with different teams as well. But it was a lot of work. It was a big workout.
That's what makes it relaxing.
Really?
Working out is relaxing?
Well, see, here's the thing. You go out, you're out there on the field, and you're you're hiding, you're running, and it's fun. It's a little bit stressful, but it's like fun stress. And then at the end, when you're just sitting down with your friends and you're maybe enjoying some pizza or something like that, then it's like you've used all that energy.
Yeah.
And then you can just...
that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's kind of, it's fun to do, and then after you've used all that energy, yeah, you feel really relaxed.
Well, I have another question. Have either of you had any other special experiences playing paintball?
Well, I've played a few times in my life, and like I was saying, every time it's pretty intense for me. I'm just really not good at playing paintball.
Oh,
yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, even the way that I was holding the gun, my friends were making fun of me for the last time we played because I got up real close to the other team and I was shooting at them, and then I chickened out and I started to run away, and I was holding my gun behind me like this, trying to shoot while I was running. And it was just, I wasn't aiming very well at all, and I just looked like, what we call an amateur, someone who never does this.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It is fun, even being an amateur.
Yes.
Well, friends, thank you so much for joining us for this lesson today, and thank you, David, for joining us to talk about paintball. And we hope you will join us again next time right here on Studio Classroom.
Last a lifetime. I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.